And now we're joined by one of those NFL Hall of Famers I was just talking about, a guy who knows all about pain. Please welcome a teammate of mine, Chicago Bears, and more importantly, an Illinois Back Institute patient, Dan Hampton. Dan, welcome.
Thank you, Kevin. Great to see you and Doc. And, you know, like you just said, you play in the NFL for a long time, a decade of, laying out the hits and the pounds. Well, guess what? You get beat up pretty good yourself. And at some point you think, well, my body's going to be able to overcome it. My body will recover. Well, once you get into your 30s and your 40s, and now I'm in my 50s, I got to a point where I wasn't recovering, and I was having a lot of problems. I couldn't play golf. I couldn't walk without pain. It was hard to get out of the bed. I hadn't gotten to that point where I was at the end of the line.
A lot of trauma happens on that field. They come off, they kind of discard it, but over the years, what does that do to a guy like Dan?
The one thing about football is really the non-stop compression almost on every play. We've treated probably over 20 retired NFL players, and we see the same thing every time. And really we see the same thing across the general population, but it's just the wear and tear on the disc. It's the degenerated disc. It's that compression. It's the bulging discs. It's the herniated disc.
Well, I'm in that fraternity also, where if I had back pain, I've had back pain, and anytime you can reduce back pain just a little, it strides. And that's what you get when you first start doing the treatment. And you know what? It's so much better than going back to the drugs. Or even worse, having to go back under a knife like so many people think is their only option.
Well, you don't have to. And you don't have to go back to the drugs, like you said, the masking the pain. They go and identify the problem and treat that problem, and then you don't have the complications of the drugs or the surgery.
Dan, somebody's watching right now, kind of on the fence, not sure about making that phone call to Illinois Back Institute. What advice would you give them?
Well, I would say if you're sick and tired of feeling bad, if you're sick and tired of not being able to do everyday normal things in life because of the pain in your back, then you need to call. And you don't have to be an NFL ball player that played a dozen years. Don't wait around. You're burning daylight. If you want to get better, you want to get your life back, call right now, the Illinois Back Institute.
Well, you heard it right there. The Illinois Back Institute is for everybody that has back pain and wants to get their life back.
If you're suffering from neck and back pain, call the Illinois Back Institute for a free evaluation at 877-472-5171. Or go to illinoisbackpain.com. Heal the damage, rejuvenate your back, and live pain-free.